When you think of brands offering low-key, quiet luxury, your first thought is most definitely not Louis Vuitton. Even though I love Louis Vuitton, I realize the loud logos that can be found on most of their bags are not for everyone. So today, I'm going to share with you my top 9 bags with absolutely no visible logos. Even though it's a pretty straightforward concept, let me just clarify how I included and excluded certain bags from this list. First of all, most obvious, we are excluding anything with the monogram. I'm also not including anything in the Damier Ebene or the Damier Azur print. I'm just not including the Damier Ebene or the Damier Azur prints because they are so recognizably Louis Vuitton. I'm also not including any bags in exotic leathers, even though there's a lot of beautiful bags in exotics that have no branding on the outside. For most people, exotic bags are just way too expensive. They're not realistic, so I'm not including any exotics in this list. What I am including is a very subtle gold foil stamp on the outside of the bag. A few of the bags I'm going to feature today do have that very discreet gold foil Louis Vuitton Paris stamp on the outside of the bag. I'm also including bags that have a small discreet LV stamp on the hardware. A lot of Louis Vuitton hardware does feature LV stamping and LV logos. However, in the hardware, the stamps are so small and so discreet that again, you can't really see it. It's not visible unless you are very up close examining the bag. So let's dive right in with pick number 1. Let's kick things off with the Petite Malle and Epi Leather. This comes in at 5,700 US dollars or 4,800 euro. And there's a few things I absolutely love about this bag. Even though it's the most expensive bag on today's list, it's also arguably the most iconic. Every single aspect of this bag was designed to represent a Louis Vuitton trunk. Everything from the shape of the bag to the rivets, even the S-lock closure, that beautiful hardware on the front of the bag, they were all made to mimic a Louis Vuitton trunk. There's a malletage diamond print on the inside of the bag, and that is to reflect the malletage quilting on the inside of a Louis Vuitton trunk. So I really love what this bag represents for Louis Vuitton. I also love that it's a really versatile piece. This can be carried in the evening as a clutch, and then it can also transform seamlessly to a daytime look, carried on the shoulder or by a crossbody strap. So even though it is a relatively small bag, it is versatile. I also love that for the expensive price, you are also getting a full leather lining as well. The interior is a sheepskin leather lining. So this is a really exceptional piece, and I think it's a wonderful addition to any collection. That is choice number 1 for Louis Vuitton's quiet luxury bags. Let's move on to number 2. Next up, we have the side trunk in leather. This is available in 2 different sizes. We have the larger side trunk MM, that's priced at $4,200. We also have the smaller side trunk PM, and that's priced at $3,950. I absolutely love this because very similar to the Petite Malle, this incorporates that trunk making history into the bag. However, it's in a much more relaxed and casual way and at a much friendlier price point. Even though it is expensive, it's quite a bit less money than the Petite Malle. If you're not familiar with the side trunk, it has 2 structured sides and a soft unstructured body. It also comes with multiple carrying options, shoulder or crossbody. I also love that it comes in 2 different sizes, so whether you like to carry a little or a lot, or if you're petite or you're taller, there's a size that will work for you. Currently available in the MM size. There's black leather with silver hardware if you like a little bit more modern, edgy look. There's also taupe with gold hardware, and this is your classic neutral that will go with almost any look or any outfit. In the PM size, there's a new version that's just being released, I believe, for the pre-fall collection, and it's pink pearl leather with gold hardware. I love this. Even though the color is pink pearl, from the pictures, it does look like a very creamy neutral color. I really love this. This is available for pre-order right now. And these bags are fully made from calfskin leather on the outside, and they feature a microfiber interior lining. This is pick number 2, the side trunk. Next up, we have a brand new bag that hasn't even been released yet, the slim trunk. This is in the same family as the side trunk, but it's a brand new shape, and this is smaller and more elongated. It has that east-west silhouette, and the slim trunk is a new bag we've just seen make its debut on the runway this year. The slim trunk is available for pre-order right now on the website in black with silver hardware. Let's take a closer look at that bag now. Here we can see some modeling shots along with the exact dimensions of the bag. So as I said, this is smaller than the side trunk and it's more elongated. It's made out of calfskin with calfskin leather lining, and it does feature that same riveted, hard-sided frame as on the side trunk with a soft, supple body. Very soon, we should be seeing this bag in stores, and I'm so interested to take a closer look at the slim trunk. Before we move on to our next bag, I just want to take a quick minute to ask you that if you're enjoying this video so far, please give it a thumbs up. It's a quick, simple, easy thing you can do to help support my channel. Thank you so much. Now let's move on to pick number 4, and that's again another brand new bag that was just released this year, the Key Hobo MM. This is priced at $3,600 US, and I have to admit, this bag was the inspiration for this video. I did a preview of new bags releasing at Louis Vuitton about a month ago, and in that video I said I'm not crazy about the Key Hobo. I don't think it's going to be very popular either, and you guys totally proved me wrong, which I'm more than happy to admit. I received so many comments and responses to that video from you guys saying that you bought the bag, you loved it, and you're so excited for this new addition to Louis Vuitton's handbag lineup. So let's dive a little bit more into the Key Hobo now. This was just released in April. It's available in one size in 3 different colors. This bag has no branding except for a small, discreet gold foil stamp on the bottom of the bag that says Louis Vuitton, and there is an LV logo on the hardware on the strap clasp. That is a little bit bigger than I typically would have liked to see on the outside of this bag for a low-key luxury bag. However, I am willing to give it a pass and still include it in this video. You can always wear the bag backwards and have the lock behind you if you don't want that right visible on your shoulder. There is a Key Hobo PM that will be released on June 28th, so it will be a smaller size than what's currently available. I don't know the exact dimensions yet. And in September, there's even plans for a low-key Cabas tote bag, so a larger version. So it looks like this Key Hobo line is here to stay. I would love to know if you bought the Key Hobo and what you think of it, since that bag was the inspiration for me to make this video. Next up, we have another brand new bag from Louis Vuitton that has not been released yet, but we are expecting to get this bag in either August or September as part of the Fall/Winter 2024 collection, and it is the Voltaire. We do not have a confirmed price yet for this bag, but based on some preliminary information I saw, I estimate that this will probably be priced around $3,500 to around $3,800 US dollars, somewhere in the mid to high $3,000 range. Let's take a closer look at this bag now. We saw this on the Fall Winter 2024 runway. However, it's not a brand new bag. It's actually a remake of the vintage Voltaire, a little bit different, a little bit updated. And we've actually been seeing this shape and style of bag make a resurgence this year in 2024. On the Hermes Spring Summer 24 runway, we saw the plume, which looks strikingly similar. So I do see this bag being pretty popular in the fall and winter months coming up. And this features full leather on the outside. The version coming into store, I believe, will have a micro epi leather on the outside. So it's the same as your typical epi leather, but the size of the epi grain on the outside will be smaller. This has a full zipper closure. It features feet on the bottom of the bag, top handles for your carrying option, and D-rings on the side for a removable strap. So it does seem like this will be a pretty versatile bag. It will have, again, that gold foil stamping on the bottom that says Louis Vuitton, but very small and very discreet. I don't have a lot of details on this bag yet, like the exact dimensions or the exact size. However, this will be coming in the fall winter, so I did want to include it in this video because I think it has the potential to be a trending shape for later on in this year, and that is the Louis Vuitton Voltaire. Next up, we're moving away from the new bags to one of the oldest classic designs available from Louis Vuitton, and that is the Noe and the Neonoe bucket bags. I'm including both the Noe and the Neonoe as one combined category here. Currently available in this style in epi leather with no branding on the outside. We have the Noe BB in red and the Noe MM in navy. These are both part of the seasonal nautical collection. I love that bucket bag style. It's a great everyday bag, especially in this really durable hard-wearing epi leather. Epi is a classic leather that's been used at Louis Vuitton since the 1980s. I don't think epi leather will ever look dated, or the bucket bag style I don't think will ever look outdated. It's a classic that you can wear for years and decades to come. I personally own the Neonoe in the larger MM size, not in epi leather. Mine has huge logos on the outside. But that style of bag is one of my absolute favorites for everyday use. I can fit everything I need in it, and it's comfortable and easy to wear. It's a really great style, and if you love that bag, I highly recommend looking at it in epi leather for a quiet luxury Louis Vuitton bag. Next up, we have another classic design from Louis Vuitton that's been around for over 100 years, and that is the Alma. The Alma is currently available in 3 different sizes in epi leather. We have the Alma Nano, priced at $1,820 US dollars. The BB size, which is my personal favorite size, priced at $2,020. And the PM, priced at $2,570. This is a full epi leather bag with a microfiber lining, and it does feature a leather crossbody strap on the BB and the Nano sizes, not on the PM size. I also want to note for the BB size, there is a version in epi leather that has a jacquard guitar style strap, and that does feature Louis Vuitton branding on the strap. The version of the Alma BB I'm referring to in this video is the Alma BB with the thin leather strap, and there is no branding on that. I own 2 versions of the Alma myself. the BB, and the PM. This is really great and easy for everyday use. And in the smaller sizes like the Nano or the BB, I think it even transitions great to an evening look. If you carry it by the top handle, this is a really great and versatile bag. Let's move on now to our next choice, and we're going to go back to another more recent release from Louis Vuitton. If you thought we were done with the Alma, not so fast. Next up, we have the Alma Backpack. This is priced at $2,700 US or 2,200 euro. This is a brand new iteration of the Alma that's new for 2024. It's a smaller north-south version of the Alma. And yes, it is a backpack. You can wear it on your back. The one thing I do really love about this bag is that the straps on the back are removable. So you can remove the straps and you can carry it as a top handle, or you can rearrange how you attach the straps and carry it on your shoulder or crossbody. I wasn't sure if I should include this bag on this list because on the inside of the bag, there is the Louis Vuitton print on the lining of the bag. So I wasn't sure if I should include it in this list, but I'm going to go ahead anyway because I think the outside branding is either removable or very discreet, and the inside branding won't really be visible to anyone other than yourself when you're going in or out of the bag, but it is there, so I did want to mention it. Our last bag of today's video, number 9, is the Saumur BB, and this is currently priced at $2,240. This is another relatively new release. This was released, I believe, towards the end of 2023, and I love the casual style of this bag. I do think this makes a great everyday bag for the person who likes to travel light and not carry too many things with them. In epi leather, this is available in 4 different colors. However, I would only recommend 2 of the 4 colors. On the front of the bag, there is a small gold foil stamp of the LV logo. In the 2 darker colors, I think that stamp is a little bit too visible. That's the cognac and the noir that I'm referring to. So I would recommend, if you're interested in no visible logos, go with one of the 2 lighter shades, the white or the saffron. In those 2 colors, I think that LV gold stamp is very discreet and honestly pretty hard to notice, especially if you're not looking for it. So those are the 2 choices I would recommend. Those are available in epi leather, and they do come with a microfiber interior lining. One con of this bag that I have to point out is the lack of a back pocket. When this bag was originally released in monogram canvas, it did include a back pocket. However, the version in epi leather, for whatever reason, there's no pocket on the back. So I did want to point that out. That is one con of this version in epi leather, but if you can live without the back pocket, I do think this makes for a great small everyday bag. Those are all of my top 9 quiet luxury bags from Louis Vuitton with no or very discreet branding on the outside of the bag. Let me know what you thought of these choices, and if you have any of these bags, what you think of them. I'm going to leave another video up here for you to watch next. And as always, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.